Hello and welcome, everybody, to my patch notes show. So, I just watched the live stream, and these are the changes coming to all the heroes, starting with Nobushi. So, the first change is to address how safe her kid in general is. So, her hidden stance can no longer counter guard break, or you can no longer guard break in hidden stance. The thing about the hidden stance is that I don't think it was ever a good defensive move in Dominion because you have so many people hitting you that most of the time you were just blocking or parrying. In Duel, it was the best tool to avoid any mix-ups, and because you can go for any parry and just cancel your heavy attempt, like your parry attempt with hidden stance, and then counter guard break. But I don't think this is going to change much for her in Dominion because I don't think a lot of people hidden stance in anyway in Dominion. But it's an understandable change because the ability to go for every parry and not get guard broken is pretty strong. So it's an understandable change. It's going to make her, of course, it's going to make her less safe, at least for my playstyle. It's going to make her more defensive in terms of you can no longer go for as many parries. You can go for more option selects or more like last frame parries, but I think most people are just gonna not go for parries at all when they don't think it's safe, which in my opinion is a bad change because it's gonna make fighting Nobushi even more boring because she's even more defensive, or the playstyle, like her playstyle is going to be more defensive. But we will see. So the second change is that if you do a dodge attack, it's going to take 100 ms longer to do another dodge attack, which addresses her Sidewinder spam, I think, in Dominion. So you can't just like Sidewinder, swap target, Sidewinder, or like lock to someone behind two people and then just like spam your Sidewinder. This is not going to change anything in Duel, I think, because you don't really use your dashing attacks in Duel anyway. But 100 ms might sound like nothing, and it might be nothing, but we have to actually play with the change and feel if it's actually a huge difference, you know? So the bleed stacking is a thing where I'm not really sure how I feel about it, because on one hand, of course, it's good. I think this is going to buff Nobushi. This is going to buff her in Dominion because you can stack your bleed on an opponent that is not looking at you, or especially for opponents that are in revenge, you can stack your bleed. So because you can't stack more revenge if he's already in revenge. If you stack a bleed on him and then his revenge goes away, he's gonna have a massive stacked bleed and he's just going to die from bleed. In Duel, I'm not sure how effective this is going to be because I don't think you have too many situations where the bleed stack, like you actually stack bleed on someone. The one question that is going to decide for me if it's actually a good change is that right now, if opponents are bleeding and you refresh the bleed because it's not stacking, the initial hit does more damage and the bleeds also do more damage. So my question is, if you have a bleed and then you stack another bleed on top of that, if the stacked bleed is going to have increased damage because of her passive. So this is my question. The last point is the point where I was not hoping they will do that, because I would much rather have like 15 damage light attacks instead of faster light attacks, because I don't want to win. I don't want to win my fights by just like spamming more light attacks. I am worried that it's gonna be like Lawbringer Raider, where her animations, like the animation of the attack, is designed for a specific speed, and by increasing the speed, they're not changing the animation. So, for example, Lawbringer Top Light which is fast, but since the animation is not matching the speed, it's even faster. So I hope this is not gonna affect her too much. Her light attacks still only deal like 12 damage, I think. So I would much rather have 15 damage light attacks instead of faster light attacks. The one thing that was sounding promising is that the light attack out of hidden stance is 500 ms, and the indicator is hidden for the first 100 ms. At least that's what they said. So you can already delay your light attacks when you're in hidden stance, which makes them faster. This sounds like you can make them even faster, which means this might be pretty busted as an opener, because it sounds like it's really hard to react to. So console players, good luck. Overall, it's not changing her too much. Like, it's not gonna be, oh my god, she's trash now. She's still not a great character in Duel. She has still almost no opener. This only means that you have to be more careful with the parries you're choosing. I still think you can use hidden stance as a defensive tool, but it's gonna require matchup knowledge, because for just one example here, Kensei's Unblockable can be soft feinted into a guard break, which means if you try to hidden stance Kensei's Unblockable, you can't counter guard break and you can't kick out of your hidden stance because his guard break is faster. But I'm not sure if you can. But for example, Lawbringer's Unblockable has to be feinted normally, so if you hidden stance his Unblockable and then spam your guard break, so like your kick in hidden stance, you might beat his guard break attempt. But it's not, I have no clue if it's gonna work. It works sometimes against people when you like hidden stance and they try to guard break you and like you kick out of your hidden stance. We will see. It's just gonna be, hidden stance is gonna be a lot worse. I would hope for them to take away the penalty, like the stamina penalty, so you can use hidden stance as an offensive tool more. But I don't think they're doing it, and I don't think I can do anything to make them do it. So, well, this change for Shinobi is purely for Dominion, because hyper armor removed on everything, which is going to make him not safe at all. Like, you can interrupt everything. Sickle Rain, this is a good change, because if you get grabbed by the guard break, like the range guard break, people can interrupt the Sickle Rain. So if you're in the Sickle Rain and somebody hits you with an heavy, it will be interrupted, so you can't be insta-killed if you're in the Sickle Rain. And this is all Dominion changes, and I don't really care. So this is a good change. This is good for consoles, I think, because the heavy feint into light is pretty fast, and now it's going to deal less damage, which is good. Not going to change Zerker too much, of course, but it's, I think, an okay change. A small one, but an okay change. This is basically saying fuck you, console, because I think Orochi is already fast enough on console, and now they're just speeding up all his attacks, so he might be even more busted on console, because his top light opener is going to be faster, zone attack faster, side light. The side light finishers are already glitchy fast as hell, even on PC. If you delay it correctly, it's insane, and with like some latency, it's even crazier. The same thing, I hope that it's not gonna affect his animations too much, because his animations for the attacks are designed for a specific speed. So I hope they're not to, like, you can still react to it, to the speed, and his animations are not fucked up, so you can't react to the attack. So yeah, we will see. I like these changes because for once his sidelights are going to do more damage, which again I wish they did for Nobushi. Instead of speeding up her light attacks, I wish they would just give her 15 damage. So Kensei's lights are going to be 15 on the side. Kensei's top light is going to be 17 or 18. Don't really know why, but hey, whatever. Side light openers are going to be faster. I don't know if it's actually going to help because his animations are really, like, really animated, so you can clearly see when he's light attacking. So this might be a useless change, but we will see. Maybe his animations are going to be glitchy as hell because his animations are not designed to be this fast. So again, we will see. It seems like they think if they speed up people's attacks, it's all going to be fine. Second heavy, this is also good. Damage buff. Nice. Why not? The jumping attack, dagger cancel, shorter recovery. This is nice. So if people dodge your dagger cancel, they can't just like guard break you for 500 years when you're recovering. Side light opener, 15 damage. Again, I wish they did it for Nobushi. But hey, at least they got faster. So hooray. They were 14, now they're 15, so 1 damage. Why not? People were like screaming buff PK, so here you got 1 damage. Be happy. The deflect is now faster because it could be interrupted by some follow-up attacks from some characters, so whatever. Who deflect anyway on PK? This change is completely whatever for Dominion. Like, this is also whatever, like shorter recoveries on their finishers. Why not? Why not? You know? So yeah, these are all the changes. I am just not sure about, like, the hidden stances. Like, I really hope that Nobushi's not going to be, oh yeah, hey, I beat you in this duel because I spammed more light attacks and you couldn't react to them, kind of thing. So yeah, these are my thoughts. This is my opinion. We will see how it plays out. Nobushi is still bad in duel. After this, she's still gonna be bad in duel. In Dominion, she's gonna be the same in Dominion. That's the thing. Like, this doesn't matter in Dominion. This matters for like the highest level of play where people actually used hidden stance in Dominion. This might affect her, but I have no clue how much because it's like 100 MS, so we don't know. This, however, could really buff her in Dominion, you know, because if you can stack bleeds on somebody that's not aiming at you or at somebody that's in revenge, this could really be a good buff for her in Dominion. So we will see. Faster light attacks. Hell yeah. Alright. That's all about. That's about it. The new character looks okay. So the only thing I'm worried about by the new character is that if her Nutcrack move, when you're out of stamina and she can do her Nutcrack move, if it's reactable, she's not gonna be good. If it's not reactable, she's gonna be busted, I think. You know, like, if it's not reactable and you get knocked down, you eat 50 damage. If it's reactable, it's just gonna be a trash move and only work against people with bad reactions. So I'm really not sure. Like, her lights were fine, and like her openers and stuff looked okay. The one thing that I would like them to do is to balance the feats a little bit, because they're giving the new characters new feats that match their kit, but they're not doing it for any other characters. So like the new character she has, she heals when she does Dramina staining moves. Her second feat was I have no clue. It was something. Oh yeah, when she gets her Warhammer Nutcracker, when you're on the floor, you get a shield. Her third move is she throws a hammer at you that makes you out of stamina. And the fourth feat is that she does like a full-on smacking the floor, everybody falls, so she can secure her Nutcracker move, which also gives her the shield. So her whole feats synergize with her kit, which is nice. But I would hope them to do the same thing for other characters, because other characters all have the same feats, and then the new characters get new cool feats that match their kits. So it would be nice for other characters, like for the older characters, to also have cool feats that match their kit. But yeah, I don't think that's happening anytime soon. So I hope you enjoyed. This was my insight, and I'll see you around.